And check it out. You see, so sweet. They knew that it was our anniversary and they gave us some cakes and some chocolates. Sweet, ah. Thumbs up, St. Regis. Test. Okay, hi, we're here at Golden Mile Food Center and we're here to try Longhouse Limki Beef Noodles. Wow, I love beef noodles, oh my god. Now this hawker is a heritage hawker. This stall was established in 1945 in the Bugis area, which is now Bugis Junction, and they serve one of the most potent Teochew soup and Hainanese dry beef noodles in Singapore. Now run by the second generation, they relocated to the now defunct Longhouse, which was a collection of food shops at Jalan Besar Stadium in 1985. The same Longhouse as the one in Upper Thomson Road, before moving to Golden Mile Food Center in the late 1990s. Okay, come, let's have a taste. Mixed beef kway teow.
You want dry one or soup?
Dry.
Dry one 啊，海dinner 啊。
7块。
可以，等等。OK。
that's all 啦。
kway teow 炒爱粉是口
好，谢谢。Okay, we have a bowl now. I ordered it dry with a side of soup at the side. So basically the main bowl is kind of like Hainanese and then the side bowl is sort of like Cantonese. In a way lah, sort of, in a way. So you almost get like the best of both worlds. Okay, I have to get a little into the history of Chinese beef noodles so that you can understand what's all this Hainanese Teochew business. Whenever you see beef parts and noodles in a thick, dark beef sauce, that is considered the Hainanese style of preparing the dish. Whenever you see beef parts and noodles in a clear beef broth, that is considered the Teochew style. According to some older folk I've spoken to, there was a time when you could find stalls selling strictly the Teochew style of beef noodles and stalls selling strictly the Hainanese style of beef noodles. But these days, most if not all beef noodle stalls sell both styles. In these days, as a very general rule, if you order it dry, it's the Hainanese style. If you order it soup, it's the Teochew style. But I stress again, only as a very general rule. Okay, back to the vlog. Firstly, let's try the noodles. They use the thinner kway teow instead of the chor bihun, which is the thick bihun. So good, oh my god. Silky kway teow, firm yet slippery smooth. And the gravy, oh my god. Okay, let's try the gravy. The gravy is thick beyond belief. Concentrated beef. Beefy, savory, rich, oil rich as well. It's got a very thick consistency. There's very little starch and other seasonings in the beef gravy, and unlike many other stalls, very little if no sweetness is added to the taste. It's a predominantly beefy, savory taste, but it is not actually that highly salted, which is good, because then the beefy flavors actually come through. And over time, this sort of gravy isn't going to break up at all. Sometimes you have beef noodles where they put starch, it's a bit starched up, it's thick, but then throughout the meal, right, so like it actually gets thinner and thinner. This isn't going to get thinner. There is probably a little bit of starch inside, but it's not a lot. Gravy out of this world. They put chopped coriander on top, so you've got like a bit of that coriander vegetable crunch and the flavor while you eat it. It's a good break to the heavy flavor which you get. Now the soup. Savory. It's a lovely flavor of the beef essence inside. Absolutely wonderful. Now the soup at the side, the beef soup, is plainer in taste. It is actually stripped down, devoid of flavor. It's really just the pure beef essence, that's all. It's savory, there's a beef essence inside. It's very little, if hardly any, the oil richness, and it's meant to be as a palate cleanser. Not to say that there's no oil, there is a little bit of oil, but not as much. Okay, now for the It's a bit of tripe inside, which I'm gonna try. Let's get a bit of sun. Not as soft as you think, but it's meaty, but it's not hard. I'm gonna try a little bit more of the tripe, but this one instead. Wonderfully soft. Amazing. Very well cooked through, stewed until it's soft. That's how tripe should be. Now for the tendon. Melts in your mouth, but there's still a bit of firmness inside, but it absolutely melts in your mouth. This is amazing. And it's really sticky. You've got a certain sticky smoothness. As I said, they've got the stewed beef. Stewed beef, which is very different from the fresh beef, but let's try the stewed beef first. Drier texture, but a more infused beef flavor. You've got a nice chew to it. The fresh beef. It's a bit hard to tell the difference between the stewed beef and the fresh beef, but once you put it in your mouth, you can tell immediately. This one should be softer. Softer, more tender, a little bit more juicier, less of a beef flavor. Beef balls. Firm, smooth, there's a beef flavor there, savoury. Actually, I forgot to go into detail about the beef balls. It's handmade, which means that it has more air pockets in the ball, resulting in a softer texture. The beef balls are very different from the factory-made beef balls, which come very firm and hard. It's also made with very little or no flour at all. There are these vegetables. These are basically kiam cai, salted vegetables. And what it does is that it adds a bit of crunch. They also have a bit of taugeh inside, just to be thorough. I'm being thorough here. Thorough. Detailed. I'm gonna mix the chili together. This is a lime with the chili sauce and chinchalok inside. Chinchalok, what is chinchalok? It's kind of like a sauce made out of tiny shrimps. It comes pink in color. It comes very, very savoury and with a strong shrimp taste inside. Sour, spicy. It's not too savoury as you would think. There is an underlying shrimp flavour inside. It's a wonderful combination here. So I've got basically half of a beef ball, a bit of the gravy, the kway teow, there's a bit of the chili inside. Absolutely amazing, oh my god. Line cut through all the richness, there's a bit of a chili spiciness, so I give it a little bit more lift. The chinchalok, sadly you don't really taste it. I'm going to try the other sauce. This is the other dip you have, it's Teochew style. Basically got white vinegar, black beans and got a bit of, if I'm right, desiccated ginger, but let's try. Yep, desiccated ginger inside. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get half a beef ball and I'm going to add one black bean and a bit of the ginger, a bit of the white vinegar inside. Such an amazing taste. A little bit more savouriness from the black beans, and the white vinegar cuts through the richness. Ginger brings a different dimension to it. Ginger with anything beef or lamb or mutton, right, alleviates a little bit of that smell. The stewed beef, tendon, a little bit more of the chili, and the slippery noodles. Noodle! Slippery noodle! There you go. Wow. This is like amazing. And there you have it. One of the best beef noodles in Singapore. Hainanese style, Teochew style, this is where it's at. In my opinion, easily one of the top 5. So thanks for watching another episode of Greg's Big Eats, where I eat through the whole of Singapore. I'm now at Golden Mile Food Centre, so I'll be covering all the stalls here. If you enjoyed this episode, give a like, subscribe, comment below if you know anything else about the history of the stall. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. One more time, 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you.